Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god, where do we start?
Okay, so as if Jurassic Park didn't cement you on not wanting to clone, don't clone dinosaurs. Apparently, don't clone people either, because
they'll bring about the end of the world.
Yeah, because, clone people and clone dinosaurs, same thing.
It turned into this weird southern gothic novel with the creepy old house and the secrets in every corner, and then the girl finds out that there's been this secret from the start.
And it's the dumbest, stupid, goddamn secret! The little girl is a clone, and it literally just, in the middle of this chase,
of James
dinosaurs
Cromwell's
everywhere. It's like, this is a good enough time as any to tell you that you're a clone.
Of James Cromwell's, daughter, and the reveal was so stupid. It's like, haven't you figured it out yet? Don't you know who she is?
Why wouldn't we figure it out?
She's a clone. And I'm like, I guess in retrospect they had that clue with the picture, but I didn't know what the hell I was looking at with that picture. So I'm like, I figured at first I thought, because I couldn't tell because it looked like the maid, only she looked younger.
Yeah, it took me
it took me a minute to put it, because at first it was like, James Cromwell banged the maid, and so
that's what I was
she's
thinking
the daughter.
too. That's what I was thinking too.
And then I was like, no wait, but that girl can't, and she looks way younger, and this maid's really old.
And so this
assistant
guy,
or whatever she is,
the stock villain comes in while all these dinosaurs are attacking. He's like, give me my daughter, give me my daughter. Why? Because she's a clone. You figured out she's a clone. And it's like, she's right there hearing this. And it's like, he's at least attempting.
This kid's gonna need so much therapy.
He's at least attempting early on to be like, okay, I'm sorry, honey, I'll be down soon. And while he's trying to get these dinosaurs and everything. So it's like, okay, there's some attempt to be a parent. And it's just like, who would just do that? Nobody talks like anyone would talk. It's all exposition. Everything is exposition talk.
Is he her? I couldn't figure out his connection to this guy. Is he the son-in-law, or is he? What was the connection?
He's at least, enough to
or
a point where
just
she's
an assistant, a business.
No, because he's saying lock her in the room.
Yeah, that's
while
true.
They do the auction.
Yeah.
Again, just why did you do it there again? Or why didn't you send her somewhere else? You literally have your kid
in cartoon logic. The little girl walks out and discovers the secret hidden in the basement, because of course the evil plans are all happening in the basement.
Why do you have your little kid in the same house as dinosaurs?
Yeah, no.
And why do you have dinosaurs in your house? There's no reason where the guy can find out any second, and does.
Yeah.
And then he's
he's like, you think I wouldn't find out?
No, you go call the police and tell on yourself. What? And he looks at the pillow. He's like, well, this suffocating pillow looks pretty nice. Well, I'll give it a try. And
I'll tell you, I feel like there was an opportunity missed, because that's the other problem with this movie. It advertises everything it does. He picks up the pillow and then goes, and it has the common decency not to show you what he does. The music just goes dun dun dun, and it fades out. And I'm just it would have been way creepier. It's you need to talk to him now, and he just goes in the door and says yes sir. And then the next time you see anything is when the girl walks in and Grandpa's dead, and there's a pillow on the side, and she puts it together. I was like, that would have been way creepier.
No, but that would actually be creepy. And nothing's actually creepy in this movie.
It just advertises everything. It's it's a problem mostly with the whole movie, is that there's never any suspense, because they show you what's happened already.
They fucking explain everything too.
The girl comes in and you already know, well, Grandpa's dead, because we know what he did, even though they didn't show you him actually. But it's just.
Oh, I forgot to say this too. Fucking Chris Pratt and Howard are split up. They do the Ghostbusters 2 thing so they can get back together, and they do that stupid Twister shit where all they do is argue, and it's I don't want to see them together. They're kind of annoying and obnoxious.
Yeah, so this guy's just yeah, she's a clone because his daughter originally died, and so he brought her back, and she's a clone, and I'm like, why? What? Who cares? Why the fuck was this even?
And then you find out the weak-ass, stupid, terrible reason why, which justifies nothing and brings about pretty much the end of the world. It's okay. So the dinosaurs are all there. This gas is gonna kill them all, and they let them out of the cages. But the door is gonna lead them to And
of course Dallas. Howard, she sits there and is ready to push, Brendan to me, don't push it! It's a history eraser button, you fool! It's but they're dying! And I'm
Okay, and Chris Pratt is like, dude, if you do that, there's no going back.
That's
why
the
the hell
the
are you
guy
even talking? Just
he
be like,
has-
get the fuck away
Not
from
only
me, you
that-
crazy idiot!
That is a very good point. But not only that, let's just talk about the fact that the one guy who would have any emotional connection to these dinosaurs, she doesn't. Like, they're just dinosaurs. It's like, I want to save them, whatever. He has a connection to Blue and to these things he's raised. He's just like, don't you fucking dare.
Yeah.
Like, this is crazy town. And so all of a sudden they make it look like she's gonna push. She's like,
and I was
"They're
actually
dying,"
watching
and they're
that.
like,
Yeah, I was watching that, and I was just like, you can't be fucking serious.
Yeah, you
and then
can't.
she closes it, and I was like, okay, I'll give it credit. This movie
but then
actually
I
has
knew
some balls here
something was
to
gonna happen.
let
So I'm like, they're
let
not
this
gonna
happen.
kill the
But then the
dinosaurs.
kid goes, unleashes them on the world, and her weak ass, dumb, are you fucking kidding me excuses, they're alive. Like me. And I'm like, yeah. And
I
they're gonna
may be
kill-
a clone, but I live.
Yeah, no, and it's like, yeah, and guess what? They're gonna kill a bunch of little kids.
Like you.
Like you little dumbass idiot who brought about the end of the world.
I literally shouted, you crazy bitch! I think somebody turned around and looked at me. Like, and I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, I can't, no.
So now there's, again, the last minute of this movie is what the film should have been. Just dinosaurs
running amok on the earth.
Yeah, just
I'm like, that's what this movie should have been.
Yeah.
That's what they were promising at the end of the other one.
So it's like, why do we just have the last minute is the movie we wanted to see? Which even then, Lost World kind of did with the T-Rex, but it's only the T-Rex. It's like, I get it, upping the ante, having the other dinosaurs go out there and see what happens, having people trying to capture them and stuff, could be interesting, but it's like, no, we get them the last minute, and it is for that stupidest reason, even though there was the most perfect setup from the last film to let it happen. Nothing in this film needed to be. It was all these steps backwards, and not interesting, not fun, and none of it needed to be. I just want to see them go eat people in suburbia or in the city.
If you can't bring anything new to the table, then don't do it.
Yeah.
And that's what this movie, the most newest thing was the one Batshit, and I was like, it was just so crazy that my jaw dropped. It's like, she's a clone. That's why Hammond, and this guy split up, because he cloned his, I'm just like, well, that's crazy, but that was the only new thing. And that's the difference between this and Jurassic. I will say I like Jurassic World. It gave me something new. I got to see the park, and as dumb as it was, and it certainly was, it gave me new things to look at. And this, it ripped off Jurassic World, it ripped off Jurassic Park 3, it ripped off The Lost World, and ripped off Jurassic Park. Right down to her and the freaking dumbwaiter with the door.
Yeah, no.
Just like in the kitchen scene with
seeing the Brontosaurus, all these scenes where I'm like, okay, well, that's from Lost World, that's from Jurassic Park, that's from Jurassic World. I mean, everything. I'm like, well, that's from that film, that's from that film.
Barely a single original idea.
Even
and what ideas are original are just batshit.
Yeah.
And then the whole climb, it was so anticlimactic where the thing hops up on the glass roof. And the second
breaking glass, that's from Lost World.
The breaking glass, when they got up on the breaking glass, it just suddenly hit me. I'm like, shit. And because it had that scene where it shows the dinosaur bones below poking up. It's, again, advertising exactly what's going to happen. Oh, they're going to make it fall and it's going to land on the dinosaur bones. Because this filmmaker can't get away without just telling you what's going to happen 5 minutes ahead of time. So when they're up there on the glass, it was like, holy crap. This is it. This is gonna be the big climax. After that huge volcano in the beginning, and then the promise is Fallen Kingdom and Jurassic World, and maybe we're gonna have dinosaurs run amok on the earth, and then they're now on the continent. This is it. And literally, I sank into my seat and took my glasses off and just rubbed my eyes. So disappointed.
The fifth Jurassic Park movie.
I could barely even watch it. I just didn't even want to watch it. I'm like, this is just, all the same thing all over again. And this is what they're gonna hinge on. And then they're just like, we're gonna be extra cute though, because this time, wait for it, the raptor's gonna jump on top of the dinosaur bones and do the T-Rex move and going, meh! See? Did you catch that?
Again, for Jurassic Park, you can literally do a count of how many scenes just rip off from the other movies, but not in a clever way. It's just well, they did it, so we can do it. And the only one that doesn't end with the T-Rex is the third one, which pissed off a lot of people. Pissed me off, because that's always the best part. You do something cool with the T-Rex at the end of all these movies.
That was the worst part of Jurassic Park 3.
No, but that's one of the things where it's like that's the one thing that all the other films have is that it does something cool with the T-Rex, and this one just it eats the bad guy at the end. Well, again, Lost World already did that, and it's just nothing. I mean, it's just like, well, there's the T-Rex. Okay, well,
here's all the DNA. Oh, it gets stomped just like the Barbasol can Nidri had goes into
Who cares? The dinosaurs are loose everywhere, so what does that do? Like, well, at least we stopped genetic mutated, but you didn't, because the DNA is still being sent somewhere else.
And that crazy-ass clone, it was T-Rex and a raptor, and I'm just like, my favorite is when Blue looks at me, he's like, come on, Blue, we'll take you someplace safe, and Blue looks at the cage, he's like, and then just runs off, and Chris Pratt has this look like, okay, I understand it. I'm just here, it's like, that's great, there's a velociraptor now loose in the world. That's awesome. And these
probably a ton. I mean, how many of those dinosaurs were there again? I mean, they're just loose on the world because they're alive like me. Fuck you little brat. It was a mistake to clone you.
And again, I feel bad for that girl because she was a pretty good actress, and I'm just like, wow, is the writing on this terrible?
And I just realized something.
But did you see the weird look she shot at the end too, with the close up on the eyes? It's like, she evil? Like, I'm like, is this...
Are they doing like an alien resurrection?
Yeah, it's like, is she evil? Is that what's going on here? Are they implying that she's the next Hammond and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck up the Earth?
Here's the thing too. I just brought up Alien Resurrection. Bad movie. But at the very least...
you want to know what this is to me? This is the Alien Covenant.
No.
Of the series.
That's not what I was going to. I was saying that at least with Alien Resurrection, is tapping with this idea, she's a clone. Well, you could just have her back and be the same thing. No, she's kind of like, got a little bit of the alien DNA in it. Is she a good guy? Is she a bad guy? It's not done well, but it's at least tapped into and addressed. And I just realized, what if that was the focus of this movie? That early on, that she's a clone, or at least halfway through, and she's like dealing with looking at these dinosaurs and everything. It's just like, well, what do so I'm a clone too. I was made from nothing. I was made from science, and like these were made from science too.
What if I died and she was sheltered like Elizabeth in BioShock Infinite or something?
Yeah, like I died and came back. Like they died and came back. Like that could be a fascinating conflict.
To actually, talk about smart things.
Like, I just realized that would be something new. That would be something totally different, totally new, and you could have great visuals reflecting what the characters are going through. But nope, it's a line at the end just to justify why she makes this move.
She's a clown.
Yeah, which I guess is supposed to be like some sort of animal rights thing, but all I'm thinking is just like, kill them all! There's no part of me that's like, save all the animals or whatever.
I don't get the politics of this film. I don't get the tone of this film. I don't get the science of this film.
I'm assuming it's that because that's what Lost World did. Even though Jeff Goldblum technically in that film is going to save them, but this one again.
I guess his argument is, I was saving them so that they could live on the island. Now that the island's gonna blow, not my fucking problem.
Yeah, which again, kind of makes sense, and the movie explains why this movie should happen.
But they had to have the animal rights people so that they could trick them, and so she could say, it was all a lie!
Yeah, God, if you want to see hipster SJWs like just take over the cast of your movie, you'll love this. Like that, the doctor and that annoying ass computer programmer, I am just like, shut up! Shut up, both of you, especially you, but yeah,
my favorite was stock asshole misogynistic military guy versus stock,
the Michael Rooker wannabe.
Stock snarky SJW like type who's just like, hey, I'm not the delicate little snowflake you think I am.
Yeah, even though you're gonna be kidnapped throughout most of the movie.
I wouldn't go out there alone. It was like, I was like, wow, two cartoonish stereotypes facing each other off, and I hate both of them.
And again, I feel like this is already...
I feel like she was Daria if you removed everything that made Daria interesting.
Yeah, or likable.
Yeah.
No, Daria wouldn't get involved. No. Honestly, she wouldn't, she'd talk about it, but she wouldn't get involved. And you're right, because the more and more I think back on it, the more I'm realizing, this is trying to be really, really political, and it's really sucking
They're
at
just
it.
trying, like, it's literally...
Like I said, the nasty woman remark especially, I'm just like, fucking really? We're really doing this?
It's like, we've got millennials now, so let's throw some millennials into this movie.
Yeah, it's like, they grew up Jurassic Park, this is for you!
Which is funny because Jurassic Park 1 is... It's dated only in the technology. I don't look at that film...
Even a lot of the technology kind of holds up, in my opinion.
Look, interactive CD-ROM!
Oh, that stuff. Oh, yeah. Sure.
But it... Like, I look at the production design and everything around it, and outside
it's kind of timeless.
Outside of the tech, yeah, there's nothing that I'm just like, it's timeless. I look at this film, I'm going to be like, yep, that looks like 2018.
Yeah.
Which is to say it looks like probably the early 2000s to me, because I feel like our pop culture has stopped somewhere after the early 2000s. I can look at the 80s, the 90s, the 70s, it's like, I swear, somewhere after 2001, it's just... We have not evolved pop culture-wise. Like, doesn't it all look the same to you? It's been 18 years and it all just looks the same to me, but I don't know.
It looks a little bland. Maybe that's the type, bland.
Yeah, it's just all these stock. Yeah,
you're kind of right.
Stock millennials versus stock military-industrial complex guys. There's your movie. Like,
the more I'm thinking about it, even with Jurassic World, it's like, to all of their credit, you're right. There is kind of a timeless element to them. Like, you can look at them and be like, well, okay, this probably came out in this time period, but like, yeah, the way the people act and what they wear and stuff like
Jurassic
that.
World, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
You're right. This one you would just watch and just be like, oh yeah, like the 2010s or or late 2010s. It's like that's when this came out. Look how they're talking. Look at how they're acting. Look at what they're wearing.
Well, the other two seem divorced from reality at large because they were contained in... I'm sorry, but like, okay, it was a funny joke with the news ticker, but I'm just like, that automatically just dates him. Like, well, I guess Trump was president. Like, that, it just...
That's such a little thing that doesn't bother me too much.
It all adds up after a while. And I'm like, that's a shame now that we've just decided that, okay, these aren't going to be made to be timeless. They're literally... And that's what this movie is. It's a cheap cash grab. Mm-hmm. I shouldn't say cheap because it was expensive to make, but it just has... cash grab written all over it to me.
I'll say this too, kind of to its credit, because a lot of the dinosaurs do look fake, but the T-Rex, raptor, whatever, at the end, it was looking okay. And there's a lot of times where I'm like,
honestly,
I know that has to be CG, but I'm like, that's looking okay.
One of the few things...
And there are a few times where they have a real puppet there, and that always looks great when they have that.
One of the few things about the movie that didn't bother me was the dinosaurs are really the special effects in general.
It wasn't as distracting as the last film. Like, the volcano bit, I'm like, well, okay, and I kind of
I thought the volcano looked good.
No, but the dinosaurs running.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those things, but it's like, I kind of get it.
It was really
even then, that's like the Gallimimus where they hide under the log and stuff. I'm like, stop it! Be your own movie, or at least try.
No, when they go into the room with all the dinosaur bones and are hiding behind things, I'm like, it's the kitchen from the first. Like, it's just like, but I think the story was so bad that the dinosaurs are one of the few things. I was like, honestly, when the dinosaurs are on screen, I don't mind it so much. It's just I hate watching these fucking humans.
Yeah.
I don't know what else.
I mean, that's kind of the biggie.
Anything else to spoil? That was the big one where I was like, I can't believe that just
happened. Twist, which is like...
She's a clone, and she destroyed us all.
Yeah, I mean...
Because I'm alive! Johnny Five is alive!
Yeah, really looking back, it's so funny, because the part that was like the stupidest part of this movie... The more I'm thinking about it, should have been the focus. Like, her being a clone, and then trying to connect with these... and especially her being... a person before that died and then brought back with these dinosaurs that died and brought back. That would have been a fascinating
I guess the only
movie.
thing I like about it is just how messed up this family and the Hammond family are. I'm like, this is some real House of Usher shit going on here. Like, as I said, it's like turned into some dark gothic novel where it's like we're trapped in the mansion and there's secrets everywhere. Like, so I'm just like, well, if you wanted to do that, fine. But it's like, no, it's just some rich guy wanting to auction off dinosaurs because...
Yeah,
Lord
and
knows,
it's just,
we haven't seen that before.
If you like the beginning of the third act of Atlantis: The Lost Empire, that's the half
whole
this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Not even half.
He's
like,
gonna sell the dinosaurs to the Kaiser.
Yeah, I'm so sick.
I actually liked Atlantis: The Lost Empire for the most part.
No, I like it
the
too.
Ending, the
but
ending
that
was
part
weak.
sucks.
Yeah, that part sucked, and that's like the whole movie.
That's what this movie felt like. This felt like a movie from 1996.
Yep.
Like
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, like every mark was a 1996 disaster movie, right down to the comical bad guy who shouldn't mess with nature, but for money.
No,
and
that's what bothered me. And all
You're
the scenes,
already rich.
all the scenes in the rain with the T-Rex, I automatically was like, we're in trouble because I'm already just being reminded of Godzilla. The 1998 version of Godzilla. It's not 96. I think you're talking about 98 through 2000. That era.
I'm talking about Dante's Peak, Volcano.
Yeah, a little bit, but I see Godzilla.
Twister.
I see a lot of Godzilla in this. Like just the lameness.
I
of
can
it.
very easily see Cary Elwes in a black van driving by in this movie. Actually, that'd be amazing if he was the bad guy.
Bill Paxton, talk about Dr. Wu. He's not in it for the science anymore.
He's in it for the money.
He's just in it for the money.
Can't sell some corporate sponsors. Like, that son of a bitch.
Oh, see, Chris Pratt said, so I see you got yourself some corporate sponsors. Why does he have a southern accent? And is like, I didn't like it in the other movie either. I'm like, just let him talk normal.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, it's bad. I am so excited to talk about this for a Nostalgia Critic. I'm not gonna lie, there is so
Stay tuned.
much.
It'll
The
happen.
minute that comes to Blu-ray, I'm just gonna be like, ooh, ooh, let's go.
You sound like that guy behind us.
I'll have the same reaction.
He was saying, more power to that guy. I'm glad he enjoyed it.
No,
I'm glad somebody's having fun here, because I just...
No, he liked it. I mean,
No, and I always... I like it when that happens, because when I'm miserable, I'm like, well, at least somebody's happy.
Yeah, I want somebody to have fun.
Because I really was just getting so freaking bored.
No, and there's nothing in this... Well, I was gonna say nothing ethically bad, but I don't know. That ending is pretty damn awful. Like, no, if you can free dangerous animals who are gonna kill a bunch of people, do it. It's like, that's a terrible message. But
unless she's evil. Who knows? Maybe she's the bad seed.
I don't think it was going for that,
I don't know.
Yeah, and even at the end, it's like, help the dinosaurs. Well, now they're loose, and Jeff Goldblum's like, this is it. This is the end of humanity. And it's just like, well, what the hell are you trying to say
Ladies
or do
and gentlemen,
then?
welcome to Jurassic World. This franchise has been around for millions of years, and if we're not careful, it might be around for millions more.
Oh, man.
Long after we're gone, Jurassic Park films will
Go
still be going.
extinct. Please stop. Go extinct. I should be looking forward to a movie where there's dinosaurs going all throughout the city and stuff.
I knew, instinctually, I was actually psyched to see Jurassic World.
I was curious. Yeah,
I was psyched to see Lost World, and I was indifferent to seeing Jurassic Park 3, but I'm like, why not? I like Sam Neill. I had some instinct this time where I'm like, I am not excited to see this. The more and more they kept showing that trailer, I'm like...
We both had it at the same line. You know what the line is? You remember?
Or wait, was it there's two lines. One is, it was a lie! And then the other line is, a rescue mission to go on an island that's gonna blow up and save dinosaurs. What could go wrong? And I'm like, that is one of the worst lines you can put in anything ever.
A 1996
Don't
movie.
ever put that in anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Ironically, I don't remember hearing it in the film, but I remember in the trailer.
Oh no, it was in the film.
Oh, okay, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it was in the film. I heard it because I cringed. I'm like, well, it's bad, but not quite as bad as the trailer, but it's still bad.
Yeah.
And then her delivery, I you know what? I'll give her some credit. I do think that between the last film and this one, slowly she has gotten worse. I'm sorry,
I didn't like her in the first film. I didn't mind her in this.
She looks to me and acts like one of those mocap androids from that new Detroit Becoming Human game.
I can see that.
Like, she looks like a CGI creation to me. I'm not convinced she isn't. and when she smiles, like there's a couple scenes where like she does this big smile, like, and like it's unnatural, like in an uncanny valley sort of way, and I'm just like, is she CGI? Because there's something about her acting that just, she gets a little, as the film goes on, she gets better, but the first third of the film in particular is just painful for me. I didn't...
There was a lot of whimsy.
I didn't love her necessarily in the first one either, but it was such a stock, just like, I am businesswoman type. Like, that I just kind of look past it as just like, yeah, all right, so she's just some crazy workaholic. Like, but this one where she's having to have, like, emotions outside of that, I'm just like, yeah, this is weird. And, like, when she sees, like,
it's such a weird setup anyway. Maybe I was just like, whatever. I guess you're right. The more I think about it, like whenever the music's like, she's like, you mean that person?
Yeah, you know, no, that's the scene I'm talking about. And I'm just like, what was that?
Or gets out of the car, looking at the house, like, but it's like,
I want to go Kentucky Fried Movie, fistful of Vienna. What was that? Whiffy. Need total concentration.
I feel like I kind of just connected that to the movie, though, with the music and the corniness and stuff like that. Like, she's giving the director what he wanted.
But see, that's where I'm like, is this a comedy? Because that's what's like, you mean that guy? And I'm just like, are we in a comedy? And that scene where the raptor was, like, smiling before he was going to take I'm like,
that was...
But then at other points, it's so dark. And then it's just like, she's a clone and shit. And she's like, I'm going to destroy the world. And I'm just like, what is going on? Who... It's bad. I still can't. I can't wrap my head around it. Like, I'm probably gonna. This is gonna be like some sort of Zen riddle I'm gonna be thinking about for weeks. It's gonna go round and round in my head, and I'm gonna wake up with like on the floor with blood shooting out my nose, having died of an aneurysm.
What is Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom? A bad pile of shit.
What is the sound of one movie failing?
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. What else can you say but one big pile of shit?